Football season, and just seeing the whole lower bowl felt like it was all filled with students. So it was great, man. Obviously, there's a lot of excitement around, I think, BYU athletics in general, and glad that everyone could kind of just see some of our guys tonight.
What were you looking to accomplish out of this?
Stay healthy, honestly. I mean, we've been banged up, so that was a big part of just trying to keep guys upright. I mean, that's kind of why we played the amount of minutes that we did. But you just want to see guys being able to execute the things that we've been working on, which there was a lot to like tonight. Obviously, a ton of stuff that we need to continue to get better at. But I think just seeing it carry over.
Is Rob Wright one of those guys that's banged up because we didn't see him?
Yeah, of course. I mean, he was. Yeah, I mean, he's banged up. Nate's a little banged up. Dawson's banged up. Brody's banged up. And so, Rob will. He's pretty much cleared for full go. We held him out tonight just to kind of keep him where he's going to be ready to go for next week. We got a big week next week, and so we want to just keep him right and ready to go. Obviously, missing your starting point guard, things are going to look a little different, mainly because now guys are starting to do stuff we're not going to ask them to do in real games, and I think you saw a little bit of that tonight. But it's also good, though. Give guys different opportunities to be in positions that you never know how games go with fouls and in-game injuries, so guys may have to play in roles that they're not used to.
Well, we saw AJ, with a lot of assists tonight. Your thoughts on how AJ's playing and how he's been evolving since he arrived in April? Yeah,
super happy with AJ. I love coaching him. He's very coachable. He does what we ask him to do. Tonight he had the ball in his hands a lot as a playmaker. I thought he got a little bit tired doing that, but I mean, just the reads, man, high-level stuff for a kid of his age. I think in that first game, I think he had 5 assists in 12 minutes or whatever, and should have had a bunch more. That's whatever jersey they were wearing in the second half. That team couldn't buy a bucket, but I thought he generated a lot of really good looks, and that's really what I've been on him basically about 2 things: making the right read and playing defense. And I think for stretches tonight, he did both those things really well.
When you address the exhibition games that are kind of new to college basketball, how much you lean on your NBA experience with exhibition games to kind of make game plans and what you expect?
Well, it's funny. I was talking to Fred Hoiberg today, and we were kind of I said, hey, man, look, this is really our first time doing it, so what do you want to do? And we were just kind of having some conversations. And so it's different in the NBA because you're not it's not like this. I don't know. It's not a big deal. You just go play 5 or 6 exhibition games and off you go. Here, I think it now has become a big deal because it's new. It is new. So I don't really know what to make of all of it. I'm glad we're playing a team with like Nebraska, who's going to be really organized offensively, going to challenge us and things like that. So honestly, man, I'm kind of learning on the fly as it relates to these exhibition games.
So you and Fred are just going to agree to play 5 and 5 and sub 5?
No, I mean, we did have an agreement on certain things. Just, hey, man, this is what we're going to do. We're not going to try to trick you. This will be our coverages and stuff like that, just so we can both kind of get the most out of it.
Only 4 of the 11 people who suited up tonight have played for BYU before. What's it been like kind of people getting used to new players and new people coming in practices and stuff?
It's been great, honestly, man. We have a really good group of guys. I think they all really like each other, which is super important. They've all fit in really well into the community, into Provo, into BYU. And so it's been great, man. It's just been good vibes, honestly.
Is there an identity being built right now with this team that you can recognize, or is that something that takes longer throughout the season?
I think every team is different. I thought tonight some of the stuff I saw was a definite step in the right direction there. I thought our activity defensively was really good. I think this team is a lot longer, a lot more athletic than the team we had last year, and so I think we're trying to be more aggressive defensively. I thought you saw that in spurts tonight. I'm hopeful that every team that is playing here under me is an unselfish team. I thought the ball was popping for the most part tonight. Not as much as I would have liked, and that's something that we'll be able to show them on the tape, but those are really I think the identity of what this team's going to be about.
In the second half, we saw Richie with AJ. How's the chemistry between those two, and are those guys the leaders of this team this year?
Yeah, I think the chemistry is really good. I think AJ's an unselfish player, and what you get a guy like him who's obviously extremely talked about and so forth. He's a humble guy. He wants to be coached. He allows us to coach him. And I think his teammates respect that. I know he's young, obviously, but yeah, he is going to be, one of our leaders. I think Richie clearly will be. I expect Kaba to be, Kaba's a quiet guy, but you all know how much of a gamer he is, and he's been here. He knows what we're about. He knows what this league's about, so we'll rely on him as well. But I think there's other guys too. Rob's experience playing in the Big 12, I think, will play a pivotal role, especially at that position. He'll have he'll shoulder some of that load as well.
Question.
How do you envision Aleksej's role with the team? Seemed like he fit really well tonight.
Yeah, I mean, he can really shoot the ball. He's a guy that's playing a little bit not out of position because he is a true combo, but I think he's probably the most potent when he's off the ball. I think you saw that in that first 12 minutes. That sucker can shoot, and he gets it off quick, and he's got a lot of experience for being a young guy. And so, we'll see where it goes. But he's been, he's had moments like tonight where, he's a guy you just have to know where he is, and so that spaces the floor out really well for guys like Rob, Richie, and Rob.
Is Sadim a guy that could factor into the rotation when you ultimately get to the season with how he's been playing?
Yeah, I mean, I've been impressed. I was impressed with him tonight. Honestly, he's a wild man, which sometimes is good and sometimes is bad. Reminds me of my 10-year-old son, right? In that respect. Man, he's a load. Super physical, which bodes well in our league. He's put on almost 20 pounds of muscle since we got him. High motor guy. And so he's definitely putting his hand up and making a case for himself. And I really liked what he did tonight.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Seniority. So go ahead. We're open for questions.
What was your first impressions of the Marriott Center playing for a fancier?
It was electric. I seen the Rock is what it's called, right? Yeah, the Rock. It was loud. Got first game jitters, but it was nice though. Good experience.
So why is the nickname Moo?
So I'm a junior, so I have the same name as my dad. That was really his childhood name growing up. So it just got passed down. He's Big Moo. I'm a little more around friends and family. Yeah.
Why did you come to BYU? What was it about this place that you felt like you had to be a part of?
Obviously, KY's his background and the people he brought with him, and then being able to play like at the highest level against the best players, So I just felt like it was a great fit. And then academically, like everything came together. Like, yeah.
How would you describe how training camp practices, the intensity, the competitiveness, how it's been for these past few weeks and throughout the summer too?
I would say like it's physical every day, tiring, but you got to push through to get to the end goal. But everything's been good. Yeah.
What skill set do you feel like you bring to the team?
Energy, high motor for sure. That's what I would say. Energy, high motor. I'm gonna bring that every time, every day.
Is defense something that you take pride in?
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm doing it all my life, so I take pride in it. Yeah.
Well, you don't have to ask me all the questions. Go ahead, Jackson.
Well, again, what are your impressions of the coaching staff at BYU playing for KY?
Oh yeah, sorry.
No, you're good.
It's an amazing coaching staff. Like I think about it every day. Like I don't have no regrets on coming here. They push you every day, and it's a very like intelligent, like smart coaching staff. So like I'm learning every day. Yeah, it's a good experience.
Aleksej, how do you feel like you adjusted being a late addition added to the team?
I think I've adjusted pretty well. I mean, obviously I haven't been here for too long, but I love it here. Like the opportunity I have here is like crazy, and I don't take that for granted. And I try to prove myself every day in practice and just keep working. Yeah.
What did you know about BYU before they contacted you?
Yeah, I did know, especially because of Jimmer. I actually have a picture with Jimmer. I met him when he played 3x3 in Vienna. So it's kind of a fun story that I ended up like playing here. Yeah.
Have you had the chance to interact with Jimmer since you've been here?
No, not yet.
Him yet?
Not yet. No.
You're gonna make that happen then.
Yeah, that will definitely be fun. Yeah.
What do you feel like you can bring to this team? Tonight you had some success, but what do you feel like you can bring if called upon this season?
I think the main thing I can bring to the table is shooting, outside shooting. Yeah, that's like my main strength.
So how would you guys describe, and this for both of you, just the high level of talent? You kind of referenced it, Moo, but with AJ, with Richie, Rob Wright, the talent on this team. So what's the potential of this group?
I mean, the ceiling is high. We just gotta live up to the potential. We gotta work every day. That's really what I would say. Just working every day, taking it day by day, 1%, stacking days. That's what we say.
Yeah, definitely. Like we have all the talent, but we still gotta stack days, as Coach Young says, and just keep working and like take one step at a time.
What's it like to go against the number one recruit in the country every damn practice?
Hey, it's tough, but hey, you making me better, I'm making him better, though. So yeah, it's a good experience. Yeah.
What's been your adjustment to Provo coming from overseas, and how have you liked living here so far?
Yeah, it's been really nice. Like everyone I've met so far has been super nice. Like I love the mountains. I've been up at Sundance. I just love it here. Like there's nothing negative I could say.
Same question for you, Mo.
Yeah, I would say it's amazing, just waking up in the morning, looking out your window, see mountains, like something you see on TV, but everyone has been nice, I'm just taking it all in, like I'm enjoying it.
A lot of high expectations for this team. How do you handle that or talk about it or just decide to ignore it and move on? How does that work?
Yeah, I would say just ignoring it, just taking it day by day. Like I say, just got to get better. Just can't let the outside noise come in. You got to focus on you, focus on the team.
How excited are you guys to face someone else next week, going out to Nebraska? Just maybe thoughts on just getting a chance to play someone else.
I mean, very excited. Like we've been working up for this moment, and we can't wait to go out there and show what we got.
Okay. Any more questions?
For both of you guys, what has it been like? A lot of players come from lots of different backgrounds and playing. How's that been adjusting to kind of making you guys into one team to play together?
I would say, it's been nice, knowing that we have like basically a brand new team. We all trying to see what each other can do, but I feel like we've accomplished a lot in a short time we had with each other. That's what I would say. So, yeah, we working. Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
Last question.
Maybe off the court to develop chemistry, so you guys have that. You guys just have that chemistry that translates on the court.
Yeah, we've been bowling so far. We went to Lagoon. We do a little stuff outside, chill at each other's apartments, play video games. So we building that chemistry outside of the court for sure.
I saw that on Twitch.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, guys.